Okay, we don't get to play with this sort of stuff enough these days, and I just thought I had a phone call from a mate of mine today, and I just wanted to show him what a good example one of these CB555s is. I've got about 3 or 4 or 5, I don't know, something like that, a few of these. Just going to show you the one that we're going to keep for the museum, because it really, apart from a light out over here, which we're little LED we've got to replace, it's probably the nicest one that I've seen. And channel 35. People having a bit of a carry on here at the moment. New Zealand's coming through. See how the AGC works on these? They're very slow AGCs on these. And that's, hang on, I'll just, there we go, we've gone to something a bit more responsible. So this is one of the System 500 CB555s. Came with a beautiful clock on them, which you could obviously adjust up, and etc, etc. Just turn that volume down a little bit. This is running off 110 volts, so you could actually set auto to come on, etc. Set an auto time. PA, CB, extend from the memory. Extend was like a noise blanket from memory. That was a different terminology that Motorola used. Can't really. Oh, yeah, it did drop the noise a little. little. Anyway, you had a full SWR meter built into them. You could calibrate it over here. SRF was just standard. Mic gain control that actually was quite good on them. Volume squelch, RF gain, sideband clarifier. So, you know, basically just a very nice radio. Very rare. Look at the signals coming in. He sounds like he's from New Zealand. Could I grab a quick test on an old Motorola, please? Never know. Don't know who he's talking to be fair. I'm on a very wrong antenna at the moment. Well, not very wrong, but it's just not going to be competitive out here in the shed with... yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's a good hobby. Geez, he's strong. Yeah, I've got a little QRP rig, but the back end's blowing out of that. I'd love to get that going. Now, if he's not from New Zealand, I don't know who is. I won't bother them any further. I'm not so interested in... I'll show you on the analyzer in a second. Hang on, I'll just change hands here so I can get...
I'll tell you what, a lot of blokes give them the shit, you know.
I tell you what, the bands are open. Trying to find someone not swearing. Bands are very active at the moment, though. Don't think we'll hear anything on the Super Bowl at the moment on AM. I was talking to the US on 10 metres earlier, and that was working quite well. 38 upper, isn't it, normally? No, no one there. It's all right, just thought we'd check. But as you can see, no question the bands are very active and busy on the old Motorola CB555. These are an old 70s radio. So there is a few little things about the 555 not to enjoy. That very slow-moving SWR is one of them. S-meter. They tended to find a peak and hold them and then slowly drop back. All the AGC design on them was a bit average back in the day. But it's not terrible, though. I shouldn't carry on too much. Now, we're on just an old diamond vertical, which is sort of for 40 metres and 10 metres. 40, 10 and 15, I think. It's 3 bands, something like that. So it's not absolutely a great antenna for what we're doing at the moment. As you can see, that meter set of pegs, but we'll show you in a second just that these are actually very good radios, and the fact they're actually quite sensitive. Let's put on the analyzer. Okay, so we've done our old trick and we've gone over to the just using the IFR 500, one of my older ones here at the moment out in the shed. But we're hearing what's that? That's it's about 1 microvolt. Let's take it down to 0.5 a microvolt, which is asking this to do pretty much what it should do. And that does it quite nicely with a little bit of S-meter reading. So pretty happy with that. And as I wind that up a bit, oh yeah, obviously, Okay, and obviously receiving quite well. Let's just see on AM. Normally these things weren't something people pushed to the limit. Let's have a look. We're on the 15 watt scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. About 3 or 4 watts AM there, and 1, 2, Harlow. Oh, I can't whistle to save my life. Now, we're not a PEP meter here, so this is not as accurate as you need to be. Harlow. Probably really in real terms about 8 to 10 watts there, so I could probably use a little bit of a tune just to give it a bit more power on its output. They definitely will drive better than that for sure. These have been sitting around in a museum in New Zealand for quite a while, so they haven't really done much, and I'm not going to hear much at the moment because we're on the analyzer. Let's go back to the antenna to finish this off. Okay, back to channel 35, which is amazing how much we're hearing at the moment off this silly antenna we're using.
There was just 12 watts before I got this.
This guy's S9 out of New Zealand.
A little wee afterburner there.
Jeez. Anyway, look, nice little radio, and they were the true base station. Motorola, brought them out with their nice mic. I've actually got the base mic on our other sample one of these. And it basically looks like this mic here on a stand. It's quite something. We'll have to... We should have actually grabbed that. See a lot of Queensland coming in, a lot of New Zealand coming in. When you sort of figure we're not running any sort of brilliant antenna.
That's just on about 12 watts.
Normally, where's he from? New Zealand, I think. 12 watts. So when he goes again. That'd be right. Just when I wanted to... Oh, goodness.
Okay, yeah, that's good. Yeah, so this is a Bearcat. This is a Bearcat 980, 35 channel Bearcat 980. It's just running into a little...
a 35 channel, that's different.
RMM circuit.
Into an RMM amp, fair enough. All right, let's just... Nothing on AM. Nothing on 16 lower. And as we go up. Someone on channel 23. Good to see people using 23 and under, to be honest. There's still a lot of 23 channel collectible radios out there. We need to use those channels a bit more, I suppose.
Anyway, mate, I'm going to get going and go back to 35 and we'll catch you again there, Dave, mate.
See that slow AGC I'm talking about?
Cheers, my friend. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Very slow AGC on these things. You get used to it, to be honest. Anyway, look, this is a nice example of a CB555. We've got a number of these. What I don't have is a lot of time to go through and make them all work as good as this one, and that is the problem. So what faults do they have? Let's talk about that very quickly. Sometimes you found faults with the noise blanker system, that actually cut the audio out. Sometimes it was the switch, sometimes it was a cap that was giving trouble. They had various transmitter issues at times. Dry joints was the other issue. Check out Mike's CB Radio Repairs. He does a really good breakdown of how much of a pig these radios can be when you really don't need to have problems. Well, this is the one that will frustrate you as far as trying to fix it. But once they're going, like you can see with this, exceptionally good radios. All right, well, look, you've heard enough. We'll finish off on our New Zealand guy there who's booming through. And we'll say 73s and all the best. Thanks for having a look at the Motorola CB555 from the System 500 series. Cheers all.